Thanks for tuning in again for some more yoga with me. Today's an extra special Saturday. I know you probably have plans with family, friends, but just remember it's great to take just 20-30 minutes out of your day for you on your yoga mat to take care of your body. So let's get started. Just take a minute to really plant your feet onto your mat. Maybe you spread your toes, make them feel heavy, sway back and forth. I'm going to inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, hands come together into prayer. Let the eyes close. Let's take a few deep breaths, planting ourselves into our mat. Filling that belly with air on the inhale, letting everything go with the exhale. Taking some inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Taking some in through the nose and out through the mouth. For this last one, let's inhale through the nose and a big sigh out. One more. And let's inhale, let the hands drop and come all the way back up. Exhale, fold down, hinging at the hips, letting the hands and the head feel heavy. Maybe you just sway side to side, slowly waking up the body. Still connecting to that breath. And just take a few inches out with your hands. Let your heels lift here, weight coming over your hands, and then walk them back. Weight coming onto your heels, let those toes lift. Again, walking forward, weight comes onto your hands, let your heels lift. Walking back, weight comes onto your heels, let your toes lift. Let's stay here for just a second. Maybe you alternate bending one knee, lifting the opposite toes, really deepening that stretch in the back of the legs. One more time, walking forward, let those heels lift. And coming back to neutral. Heel toe, your feet out to the edge of your mat. And you're just gonna drop your butt back, lift your chest. Maybe push your knees out with your elbows. You might feel really tight. Maybe it's early in the morning, you haven't done much movement. We're gonna come back to this pose at the end of the flow. Really see how much our body has warmed up, loosened up. Just scan the body here. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, lift the butt back up. Heel toe, your feet back to the mat. You're going to inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, fold right back over. Walk those hands out, jump those feet back. You're going to slowly lower through chaturanga. Take our first cobra. You can let your whole lower body sink into the mat and just push the upper body up here. Take a few breaths. Maybe drop your head back. Bring the back up. You're going to push the tailbone back. Find yourself in a tabletop position here. I want you to flip your right fingertips back to point towards your knees. You're just going to take a few circles here, waking up those wrists, feeling that nice forearm stretch. And reverse direction. Still continuing to breathe. Alright, come back to neutral. Release that right wrist. Maybe take a few circles in the air. Drop it back down to the mat. Flip your left fingertips over. And we'll start to take some circles here. Finding that forearm stretch. Waking up the left wrist. Switch direction. Take a moment in the air. Circle that left wrist. Plant back down. You're going to shift your weight back onto your heels. And here I want you to clasp your hands together in front of you. Elbows come together, and we're just going to take some nice circles here with our wrists. Creates a really nice shape with your arms here. Really fires up your whole upper body from your shoulders, lifting those elbows up. Let's reverse direction here. Just a really nice movement. First direction one more time, and then shake them out. I want you to clasp your hands behind you, pulling them together, shoulder blades back, opening up that heart. One inhale, one exhale, one last inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands back in front of you, arching your back. And let's walk our hands out, curl those toes, lift your hips, find yourself in your first downward dog of the day. Take a moment here. Take a few deep breaths. Find your footing. Maybe you alternate some knee bends. Plant those hands into the mat, push them away, push your shoulders away from your ears, your hips up into the sky. I want you to slowly bring your weight forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, with your head being the last, finding yourself in a plank. And bend those knees. Push your tailbone back into the sky. Find yourself back into downward dog. One breath. Exhale, start the cycle back again. I want you to flow very freely here. Maybe we start to speed it up. You can go at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. Rolling that spine from downward dog to plank, back to downward dog. Still flowing with your breath here. Let's do one more, flowing all the way down to plank. Back to downward dog. One inhale, one exhale. On the next inhale, bring your right foot up to three-legged dog. Bend that knee at the hip Bring it forward. Plant that foot between your hands. You're gonna hop your back foot up just a tad. Let that heel come to the mat. You're just gonna come up here, and we're gonna take that nice spine flow on an elevated motion. So we're going to feel free to bend this back leg. Really bring your spine out and away. Shoulder blades come back together, hands out to the side. And then you're gonna swing forward, hands come out away from you, reaching as far away from that back foot as you can. Then again, bring the weight back, shoulder blades back. Straighten that front leg, and then reverse. Speed it up a little bit, flowing with the breath. One more exhale. Plant your hands back beside your feet in the mat. And all your weight's gonna come to this forward foot. Bring that back foot up as high as you can. And then set it down beside your right foot. Taking a flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, right back down. Plant those hands. Jump or step your feet back. We're gonna slowly come down. Stay in your chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let your whole body fall into the mat here. Take another cobra, pushing your upper body up and away from the mat. Then tuck those toes. Push your butt back into the sky. Let's take 3 inhales. We're going to start those spine rolls all over again. This time you should feel a little more warmed up. Free to move with the breath. Find yourself back in a downward dog. This time lifting the left foot up into the air. Bend that knee first, then the hip, bringing the knee to the chest and placing the foot in between your hands. Hop that back foot up just an inch, let the heel come down, hands come up. We start with our weight back, shoulder blades together, hands apart to the side, and then we flow forward. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. Flowing with the breath here, doing whatever makes your body feel good. Waking up every inch of you, letting it flow. One more exhale here, flowing forward. Then placing your hands beside your feet. Taking that back foot up into the air, as high as you can. And then placing it at the front of the mat. Taking one inhale as a flat back. Exhaling down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold right back over. Hands come down to the mat. Jumper step. Coming into a high plank. Let's stay here for just a moment. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. As as we exhale again, find yourself holding that chaturanga. Inhale, exhale all the way down. Nice job. Few more breaths here. Inhale, and as you exhale, push yourself back up to tabletop, pushing all the way through to a child's pose. So take a few breaths here. And before your weight forward, again into a tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And I want you to tuck your toes under, and you're just going to push down through your hands, through your feet, lifting the knees just an inch off the ground. This bear hold is going to turn into a little circuit here as we work on our core, fire it up. And this will be home based here. This one little inch raise of our knees is making our whole core work. And release, knees back to the ground. Taking one inhale, one exhale. Inhale those knees back up. Holding again. To draw your attention away from your core, focus on your hands planting down through the mat, your feet planting into the mat. And just focus on your breath. And release. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Again, lift those knees. Your back should stay really flat. Staying really stable here. Firing every inch of your body. And release. Let's take it back into a child's pose. Taking our 3 breaths. Find yourself back into tabletop. We're going to take this to the next level. Find yourself back into your bear crawl. Lift those knees, and we're just going to lift our right hand up a little bit and back down. Left hand up a little bit and back down. Right foot down, left foot down. Let's do that again. Everything should be staying nice and still. Just lifting that one foot or that one hand. And release. Bring back down to child's pose. One more inhale. One more exhale. We're not done yet. Back into tabletop. We're going to speed it up, which is going to make staying stable much harder. And we're going to try to lift as high as we can. So tuck those toes, lift those knees. Right hand, left hand. Left foot, right foot. Right hand, left foot, right foot. Now let's mix it up. Left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, right foot, left foot, right hand, left hand, right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot, and down. Child's pose one more time. And one more move before we're done with this bear crawl. So this time we're going to take it on the move. You're going to lift your feet here, tuck your toes, lift your knees. We're going to lift our right foot, swing it underneath our body at the same time. We're lifting our left hand and they will touch together, coming back. So it's opposite hand and foot, twisting underneath, opening up to the side. So let's plant back down. We'll do it at a much more controlled pace, do it together. So we're going to start going to the left side, opening up, lifting that left hand. So tuck those toes, lift those knees, and we're off. Touching to the left, and together. Touching to the right, and together. Remember to move with your breath here. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more each side. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Nice. Release those legs. Butt comes to your heels. Walk your hands out as far as you can. And relax. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Swing your hips all the way forward. Coming onto your belly. Hands come out in front of you. We're going to take our core for a ride one more time here, doing some barrel rolls. So you're going to start with your hands out in front of you, feet all the way out. We're going to use our core to first roll to our right, like so. And then your feet are going to stay elevated, your arms also, so you're kind of like in a banana shape. And then you roll back to center, rolling to the left side, back together, right side, center, left side, and center. One more time each side, and center, left side, and back to center. Let your body release here. Walk those hands out, point those toes, stretch your spine. And then walk those hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. As we exhale, we're going to push our weight all the way through to a plank. So inhale, exhale to plank, and then we're going to lower slowly back down. Inhale, exhale, push through to plank. Exhale slowly back down. One more time, inhale, and exhale, push through to plank. This time swinging your hips back and up, finding yourself in downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Let's walk our feet, keeping them nice and wide on the mat. And this time we're gonna bend your knees, let your butt fall, finding ourselves here again, feeling the difference between the beginning of the flow and where we are right now. You should feel much more warm, much more loose, hopefully a little more sweaty, more open, ready to take on the day, whatever it might bring us. Maybe let our hands down here, deepening the stretch. And let your hips come back up, heel toe your feet to the center of the mat. Just inhale, take a flat back. Exhale, fold over, hug those legs. Hug them tight. One more inhale. Exhale, release that hug. Let yourself come all the way up. Inhale, hands come high to the sky. Exhale, let them come to your side here. More inhale, hands come up. This time they come together. Exhale, back to prayer. Inhale and exhale. And exhale again. Inhale and exhale. Let your breath be calm here. Coming back to normal and neutral. Finish it off. Let's take one more breath together. Fill your whole body with air. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're ready to start your day off on a good note, whatever might bring you. And I hope to see you next week. Namaste.